Hey, what's up guys? This is Netta. So on today's video is going to be real quick. So I'm going to talk about mindfulness. So when we go through things in life, you know, we may get stuck in that moment or in that pain, or people who have PTSD maybe have disassociation, depression, anxiety, because that means that you're not in the moment. Disassociation, they not even like aware. Sometimes they not even in their body. But mindfulness still helps, because with mindfulness, you're present from moment to moment. And I feel like we should always set an intention. And I'm saying this because I'll say it in my brain, but it's good to write it out. What is your intention for the day? Like, start your day with an intention. My intention is to be productive, or to have a balance and harmony, have balance and harmony today, to seize every moment, to have serenity, inner peace, whatever your intention that you would want to have, to reinforce, have that positive reinforcement, because a lot of us have that inner critic from the programming, and it can be tough when you've been programmed and have that inner critic all the time, and you gotta love it, but you have to have positive reinforcement. And so this is where the mindfulness comes from. So here goes some mindfulness tips. So meditation, some people like, oh, I can't stop my thoughts. It's not about stopping your thoughts, but like focusing on your breath. Focusing on your breath, right? And that was so funny. Focusing on your breath, and you could just let the thoughts pass. Yo, what's good with me right now? You could just let your thoughts pass, because inside is your inner theater, and that's where you can see your thoughts and become aware, like, what thought is habitual that just keep coming, and you can start adding that positive reinforcement. When you have that negative thought, you could just have dynamite. This is what I do when, like, negative thoughts, because for me it drains me. I'm not about that drain life. So if I have a negative thought creeping up, I even have a garbage can that I visualize in my mind, right? Say this is the negative thought and this is the garbage can, and I'm like, and it goes right in there. Or I think like a bomb, like dynamite. I don't even light it. It's just it's one of those military bombs, not dynamite. Flick it, one of the spy, assassin bombs. Yeah, flick it, and it go boom, right? So then the negative thoughts just go boom and just splatter, and then you stop and you breathe. You stop and you breathe. When you got thoughts coming in and just heaviness or just all these emotions, stop and ask yourself, are you okay, and where are you? Because if you're stuck in those emotions, you're not present. So ask, where am I? So, but with meditation, it's not about stopping your thoughts. You can do an ah meditation. Ah is the sound of creation and manifestation. So like God, Allah, Buddha, Tao, Ra, things like that. So you can do that. You could do the Om. You could do the Tao, Tao, and you can imagine it. Envision the ah, the ohms, the thou, in your third eye. So like you close your eyes and visualize it like right in between your brow. And just continuously do that. And sometimes it will fade. And what can help you with visualization, you can stare, I'm sorry, you guys. You can stare into a candle flame. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know, don't come on here talking about y'all burnt your cornea in your eye and all that. No. Keep it at a distance, okay? Do not put your face, please don't do that, and your eyes be all teary and stuff. Like, nah. We not doing that, okay? But keep it at a distance from you so that when you do stare into it, the heat is not on your eyeballs. I don't want y'all out here eyeballs looking like fried eggs and all that. Look, no, we not doing that. So push it, at a distance from you, but to where you can stare at it and focus on the flame. When I tell you it's dope, because when you focus on it, I feel like it moves and then it rises higher because you're more focused on it. So when the flame moves like this, just keep focusing on it. That will help you with focus and concentration. Just keep focusing on it. Then, after you stared at it for start with like 2 to 3 minutes, then 5 minutes, and then you'll be able to do it longer. Start with like 2 minutes, or either a minute. Then close your eyes, and you will see the flame on your third eye. Now, that will help you with your visualization, because for me, that helped me with my third eye and seeing as well, because after a while, I was staring into it for a long time. But say I started like pushing it a little further after I closed my eyes, and I can see where it was. You understand? Like, I wasn't just envisioning the flame. I was actually looking out. And at first I was like, nah, that's not, But don't second guess yourself. This is how your, I thought I seen some light. So this is how you will help with your visualization skills, by looking at the flame and closing your eyes, and it will leave that imprint. And you can start practicing, a balance of a third eye. Now, when you do these things, you have to have grounding as well. You need to be grounded. So, don't be out here trying to open up your third eye and you're not grounded and you're just doing it because you're trying to jump on somebody's bandwagon or something. No. Do what your inner guidance system tell you. Now, if you're awakening and you're having all of these sights and you see things, okay, but ask the divine within you and your spirit guide to guide you for your highest good, and to show you what do you need to read, what techniques that you need to practice, because it's all practice. Yeah, you have gifts, but you still have to practice them. And if you don't use them, you lose them, like Reverend Ike said, right? So, meditation, you can do that. You can meditate and write. I feel like writing is a form of meditation now. I just heard about that too. Where you can just write. But to meditate with like no motion, no writing, no. You could do that sitting down like Egyptian style in the chair with your feet on the floor. Or you could do it with your legs folded up, or sitting at the end of your bed. Just make sure your spine is up. Or either lay down. If you want to ground, put your feet on the floor. Okay? so that you can connect with Mother Earth and its grounding from the roots of your feet. Walk in nature. Nature will ground you. When you're feeling emotional, upset, or angry or anything, go in nature. Go hug a tree. And I'm so serious right now. People are like, hug a tree. Yeah, go hug a tree. I'm telling you, that is one of the best things. I hug trees. I hug trees. I am not embarrassed to say it. I am hugging trees out here. If I get stressed or I need to be, I'm hugging a tree. I don't got time. I don't have time to be doing nothing else. I know when I need to be in nature. If you can root your feet in some dirt, do that. Take your sneakers off. You could go to a park where they just got the trees and the grass. Now, I'm not telling you, go where you can go and hug a tree and it's clean. Just go in nature. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to keep it there. You could take a walk, but when you walk, breathe and notice what's around you so that you could be present. Just notice. Oh, stop sign over there. Oh, this blue house over here. You just notice, oh, a red car, black car, silver car. Just notice what's around you and just be aware. Okay? You gotta be aware of your surroundings and notice things that you never seen before. So you could have been walking down your block, driving down your block or the road or wherever you live, on the street in your neighborhood, and didn't notice something. But when you start to become more in tune and aware, you start to find things. It's plenty of times that I've walked in my neighborhood and didn't recognize something, but when I was present in that moment, I was like, oh, wow. And that's how you see messages. That's how the divine send you messages. I remember I was walking and, graffiti on the wall, but I really wasn't paying attention to what it was saying, But one day I read it. And it was like, do you still want to be stuck in this matrix? Right. I was like, hold up. Yeah. So you got to stop and you got to listen, because your inner guidance system, your higher self, the divine, will send you messages. Listen. Stop and listen. And you'll be mindful. That's how you get your messages, by being mindful. When you're all over the place and if you're ungrounded, you won't be able to really trust yourself, especially in the beginning. And you just gotta practice. And mindfulness keeps you grounded. So it's all about balance, baby. All about balance. You need balance. Like I said, stop and listen. Check your emotional state and be honest with yourself. And be precise about it on what kind of emotional state that you're having. Be compassionate and non-judgmental. Compassion, 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 compassion. We need it. Just be compassionate, because you're going to need it. We are taught, for whatever reason, to always be judging something. Stop judging stuff. Things happen, some things that we don't like about ourselves, okay, love it, accept it, so that it can expand into something different. How they be like, oh, you got the devil in you and the demons and all that. Nah, they're guiding you to your light. I'm using it as an example. I don't really get into all that. Like, if you ever read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, you understand what I'm talking about. That's your shadow side. You have to love it. We're not perfect. We just don't get mad. It's just this whole duality, polarity thing, and you have to own it, accept it, integration, wholeness. That's it. And you need to be mindful. So you need to be mindful and be compassionate and stop judging. Don't judge yourself. Having a bad hair day, so what? You ain't the first, you ain't gonna be the last. You don't like something, your toenail, or maybe a spot on your face, you ain't the first, you ain't gonna be the last. If it's something that you could change or switch up or enhance, then do it. If it makes you feel better. But don't judge yourself for it. That inner critic is a damn lie. Okay? You are worthy. You are great. Just focus on what you have. Be grateful. And that's another thing. Gratitude and mindfulness. Just be grateful. Don't look at what you don't have. Just know that you have everything you need, and whatever you want is coming. All your desires is coming. Say it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Like everything. Everything, all your blessings is coming. Why? Because you know. Why? Because you are blessed, you are great, and you have the attitude of I am abundant. And you've been putting in the work. So align action, putting in the work, and having that attitude and that faith and that belief. So, yeah. What else? Listen to high vibrational music, when you work out, when you get up. When I get up, sometimes, this is where I keep the childlike stuff. So I play one of my favorite songs, and I jump on my bed. I do like back flips, front flips, I can still do that and jump all over my bed before I make my bed. And, yeah. So jumping on the pillows, hitting my head on the ceiling like, boop! Back flips, all that. And listen to high vibrational music, or just listening to music that make me feel good and that keeps me on a high vibration. Dancing, yoga, favorite tea, coffee, favorite drink, just anything that you like, that you can say you have this favorite food or fruit. Like, I love pineapples. When I eat pineapples, I have to sit and indulge and taste it and be into it. Like, you have to be aware of like the textures and things that you put in your mouth. When I first heard this stuff, I was like, this is crazy. Like, I used to be, when I was younger, and I used to eat like heroes or sandwiches or whatever, right, from the corner store. And I used to just take it when I was outside with my friends, and even, in my early 20s, I used to take the sandwich out and just be munching on it and walking in the street. And I know people used to look at me, but I didn't care. I didn't care, because I was just like, all right, I'm eating. But I wasn't in the moment. So I'm going where I'm going, and then I'm chewing. Then I'm not breathing. And like, it wasn't even processing right. Like, when you eat, you're supposed to taste, know the texture. It's supposed to feel good, and you don't, we eat to live. And when you're eating something, be in that moment, and I've learned that I had this habit to where I would stand up and eat, or when I would eat like certain foods, I wouldn't even sit at my table no more. I would just be moving around. I'm always multitasking. And I remember hearing, like, sit down and eat. Like, enjoy your food. Like, that's a part of mindfulness as well. Like, sit down and enjoy your food. Eat your food. That's a part of self-care too. Like, sit and take that time out for yourself. Take a bath. That's mindfulness too. Don't think about what you have to do. Just, meditation in a bathtub. Try it. Try it. It's good. Just keep your body soaking in some salt, Epsom salt, relax, some oils, some bubbles, whatever, and just relax. Good. And it cleanses your aura and stuff like that. So, and it just relaxes you. And then when your body's relaxed, your mind ain't running. So you can meditate better in the bathtub. And then just make sure you're laying down straight. If you want to sit folded, hey, be my guest. Or even if you take a shower, like a nice warm shower. If you take cool showers, and just be in the moment and just let the water fall on you and feel it. That's another good way. So, exercising. When you exercise, you gotta breathe. You gotta be in the moment. When you're doing them reps, you gotta be mindful, because you gotta know which exercise you gotta do next, how many more reps you got left, things like that. So, yeah. Yeah. Those are my mindfulness tips. But and just to practice mindfulness and to stay in the moment so that you can seize the moment. And just practice, do not beat yourself up. And it's good. And reading, you could practice mindfulness. That's another thing. I think with reading as well, it's easier for you to learn to meditate. Some people don't like reading. Reading is fundamental, people. Okay. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.